Is everybody ready to begin? Because I certainly am. Hello. Hello. Hello! Hello! Welcome to Tardis Wiki Roulette, the show where we TARDIS a wiki roulette. I believe that's the phrase. Yeah, you know the way it works. We do the wheel, we do the wiki, we do the thing. There's been 27 of these now. We know how it works. Hello, everybody! We are ready to begin. Oh my god, more stuff has been at Domino's! I will indeed add Domino's to the wheel real quickly. We are still going in our left-handed typing era, unfortunately. So we'll have to deal with that as we deal with that. But I think it'll be okay. You know. Okay, let's take a look. Let's add these in real quick. And yeah, how has everyone's week been so far? It is Tuesday. Howdy, howdy. Kim Il-sung. Okay. I will put Kim Il-sung on the wheel. Alan is looking very, very healthy today, I have to say. Hopefully healthier still as the night goes on. We shall see. We shall see indeed. We are, after all, post-watershed up in here today. Right, I think that we're just about ready for our first spin, though. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and do that. What do you guys think? I was gonna come up with a creative poll of some kind, but I really can't think of anything. So if anyone wants to come up with a poll they would like to participate in, then go ahead and let me know as we proceed. You were 4 minutes late. Oh my god, what are we going to do? Hi, Craig. Okay, let's add this in. Add this in, and we should be ready to go. I think. Whoa. What are you? Okay. Wow, we have 44 entries on the wheel right now. That is insane. Good evening, Ryan. You're currently background activity while I threaten to burn down my bank for blocking my cards while I try to do laundry. I am happy to be background activity in all manners and all walks of life. 5 minutes late. Oh no! It's okay because you made it just in time for the first wheel spin.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah! Xavier with the new pages. Oh my goodness, I have no idea what this is. So let's play TARDIS Wiki Roulette Bingo. Is this going to be a War in Heaven thing? Is this going to be an article that's like a few sentences long but is really funny? Is this going to be one of those ones that's full of long made up words that you guys like to revel in torturing me by making me read? Who knows? Who dares to dream? Probably the War in Heaven. Ah, spoiler alert. Let's find out. Let's find out. I'm putting it into the search engine now, and then we shall switch to the wiki. I am quivering in anticipation and terror at what might be in store for me. Let's find out. It's probably the War in Heaven though, because yeah, it usually is. The Hollow Child, known to close acquaintances as just Hollow, was a half-human, half-demon girl who was foretold as a possible antichrist in a widespread prophecy. Gideon, a member of Faction Paradox, there it is, took her in and intended to raise her in Orta's town, hoping to direct her powers as he wished. However, thanks to the friendship of Graylin Sives and Citizen 176, she ended up developing into a benevolent, compassionate person who used her powers to protect those she loved and rejected her fate as a destroyer of the Whoniverse. So basically Hellboy is what you're saying here. I like this. This is cool. She entered a romantic relationship with Citizen 176, and eventually found a new home with her on the Needle. The Hollow Child was said to be half human, half demon, although Gideon believed that the non-human part of her parentage may simply have been some other entity that was thought of as a demon by these people. That's good. Happy Spook. I know. Halloween. Halloween. I'm gonna have to brew up some Halloween treats for the next month of stuff. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a good season, I think. So yeah, let's see. But which it was not clear if he meant humanity in general or the specific cultists who clustered around the child. I think the answer to that is yes. She was the subject of a prediction recorded in many places across the universe, which read, "The hollow child will stand at the end of the universe, laughing amongst the tears." By 2011, the Vault stored a tablet with a copy of that same prophecy. Her powers manifested from an early age, including the ability to hover, spit blood from her mouth, and leak black fluid from her eye. What? I feel like these are all kind of lame powers. I know that these go off of vampires. It's okay. I do be aware of that one. A group of cultists amassed around her and tried to speed the process along by committing mass ritualistic, the word I can't say on YouTube, despite the child trying to talk them out of it. The slaughter had no effects, but it did allow Gideon to find the hollow child. He brought her to Auteur's town, promising to educate her on how best to use her powers, hoping to keep her suitably resentful and alienated. How much more of there is? There's quite a lot. There's quite a lot. This is good though. This is good. I kind of like finding out about this character. This is pretty cool. I can see why. Let's see. He brought her to Auteur's town, promising to educate her on how to use them. However, he did not take a personal hand in this education. Of course he didn't. Leaving her to live on her own in a large, dilapidated mansion and giving her books such as The Apocalypse for Dummies. And so you're destined to bring on the apocalypse. A beginner's guide with pictures. At first, the child avoided socializing with a few other children in the town, naturally, using her meager powers to scare away anyone who tried to get too close to her. However, by the time she was 10, Graylan Sives followed Fido's advice. I don't know what any of this means, by the way. I have no idea. I'm currently watching Haunted Mansion on Freeform. I don't know why that got me. There's a new Wonder Chase update. Oh no! I'm sorry, everyone. To be fair, this is very, very fringe. This is extremely fringe. I like it though. It's cool. I might bump over to something else in a second, but I will read a little bit more. What do you want to be for Halloween? Successful. Thus Hollow grew into a compassionate person. Wait, I missed a bit. Set 176 and the Hollow Child both were highly receptive, instantly organising a sleepover at Graylan's place, and would go on to become fast friends over the following 7 years. Thus, Hollow grew into a compassionate person who wanted to use her powers for good, and had no desire to bring about the end of the universe. Well, that's nice. Gideon was enormously upset about this, and believed that Auteur had deliberately allowed this to happen and ruined the Antichrist because he was jealous of her cousin's protege and, as always, felt a pathological need to break everyone else's toys because she thought hers were nicer. This is good. To escape faction paradox, I suggest we put Philip Schofield on. I will indeed put Philip Schofield on the wheel. Oh, okay. I'll put Philip Schofield on the wheel. Oh dear. Wait, has it been 8 seconds yet? Can I say fuck? I think I've been streaming for longer than 8 seconds. I can't tell because it's a Faction Paradox article. We should probably spin the wheel again, guys. Oh my god. Okay. Some of these look incredible. Alright, I'll put those on the wheel real quick. I think we might be making an even 50 here, guys. Hold on. Oh no, I put it in the wrong place. put it in the wrong place. That was entirely my fault. Alright, now there's 46. And now there's 47. Why is John Lumick from The Rise of the Cybermen and the Age of Steel on here, by the way? I suppose I'll find out if it lands on there. Let's see. 49! 49! Jimmy Carter! And the Invisible Man. Alright, I'll put those on. Oh, God. Oh, God, my hand. Poor hand. Ah. There we go. There we go. There we go. Alright, Jimmy Carter. Popping Jimmy Carter on them. And the Invisible Man. And now we have over 50. It's not the John Lumick you'll be expecting. But is it the one we need right now? That's the question that's kind of pertinent. Spoiler. Oh God. What have you got me in for here, people? So we have 51. We have 51 entries on Alan right now. Isn't that wonderful? I think this is the most stacked that Alan has ever been in the history, the long, sordid history of TardisWiki Wiki Roulette. Amazing. I almost splashed water all over my face, which would be a perfect way to celebrate this auspicious moment. Alan has entered area 51. Oh no. Holy crap, 51. 51. There are 51 things on Alan right now. I can see a little counter with the entries, but yeah, there are 51 things on the wheel. Hang on, let me try and drag it down. Oh, that was the wrong thing to press. Oh my goodness. Okay. Roulette. Oh God. My incredible technical skills. Yeah, see? 51 entries. There you go. Right there. Ain't it grand? I think it's pretty grand. Alright. It also occurred to you as of today. Is Donkey in the thumbnail because there's a page for him on the wiki? Question mark. Donkey is on the thumbnail because I was looking through the old thumbnails and that one made me laugh the most. It was actually a toss-up between Donkey and Fortnite 10th Doctor and the Pope. That was the toss-up there, and Donkey won it. So there are more Roulette episodes than Classic Who's. Now we gotta try and beat Doctor Who overall. We gotta try and get to what is it, 42? No, not 40. There's 40. There's 26 seasons of Classic Who, and then there's 14 seasons in New Who. Oh. Also, Donkey Shrek character. Yeah. Epic Shrek moment. Hey now. You're an all-star. Okay, let's let me pop this one on the wheel. There are now 52 things on the wheel. My God. And I think that we should cut the anticipation, don't you? Because you know, you wait and you wait and you wait for the wheel to spin, and then you know I pull some bullshit like this.
Yeah, baby.
Doctor Who theme in universe. My goodness. All right, let's check this out. That's great. There are now 51 things on the TardisWiki Wiki roulette wheel. Let's see what's up now. Insane timing today. I know. Not DC Comics crap. It's pretty bad. Yeah, I don't like the new 52. I'll never forgive them for what they did to the Storm characters they brought over. They like managed to like assassinate every single one of them in short order. It's pretty bad. I'm hoping that they fix that with the Authority movie that's coming out, but who knows? Who dares to dream? Me. That's who dares to dream. Alright, let's take a look at the TardisWiki. Wiki. Boom. There we go. Doctor Who theme in universe. Searching now. Oh. This is going to be really good. I can feel it. Okay. Ellery Quest invented theme music for Doctor Who, which went Da da dum da 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 dum da da. That's how the Doctor Who theme music was. Wait a minute, let me try it again. The Doctor Who theme music is da dum da dum da da dum 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 dum. That's the Doctor Who theme, right? I'm just gonna assume that was correct and move on. Right. The same composition was known by Maestro to be associated with the Time Lord temporal known as the Doctor. The drumming in the Master's head had the same beats as this. Yes, it does. That's true. In 1978, Jeff Love developed the Doctor Who theme tune with help from Iris Wildtime when she went undercover as a cellist. / Space 1999. That's good. She had helped advise Jeff on his arrangements and had helped him develop the brass section to make it sound like menacing evening hordes of the Doctor's end. Of the Doctor's end. Oh god, this is really good. This is a really good article. Just added a minor update to this page, please reload. The power of Alan, that we can like make the wiki change in real time. We are folding reality as we speak our very words. Okay, it's reloaded. Iris later thought that the theme was a sort of disco version in brass and woodwind. When Paul Mars was 8, he owned a copy of the theme on record, and Iris also owned a copy on tape. Fucking great. David also owned a copy which he listened to with his friend Robert. Following K9 Mark 1's regeneration into K9 Mark 2. What? Professor Alistair Griffin found a portion of this tune in K9's memory section, which K9 could not identify due to damage sustained by his mem drive. His mem drive? Oh my god. This is great. I think this is like one of the this is one of the best sections I think we've had. This is great. The TARDIS jukebox had a record of this music. It once played this shortly before Ruby Sunday and the 15th Doctor visited the Beatles in 1963. That says a lot that that's the least interesting one on there. Jeff Love's Doctor Who theme does exist in reality, albeit under the name of Doctor Who, as part of his album Jeff Love and His Orchestra, Star Wars and Other Galactic Themes. The cover of this album would later be paid homage to by the cover of Star Wars. Yeah, alright, yeah, go check out Jeff Love and His Orchestra, Star Wars and Other Galactic Themes. I order you to, I guess. And also like and subscribe to the channel, Something Blue Audio. We do stuff like this. Mwah. I'm not going to edit that into a video. Alright, and put that out. That was really good. Whoever suggested that, whoever suggested Doctor Who in Universe, banger. Absolute banger. Never watch K9. I'm never going to watch K9. It's fine. It's fine. Don't listen to Najawin. I'm going to listen to Najawin on this one. Maybe not anything else. Maybe several other things actually. I don't know. But no. All right, let's go into the Wheel of Nems and watch K9. I'm not gonna watch K9. I will watch K9 if you pay me to watch K9. How about that? Yeah, now we know where we all stand. All right, let's spin the wheel again. That was banger though. That was a really good article. It's fantastic.
Yeah, baby.
What the fuck? I think that needs to go in the video too. Oh dear. There are now 50 things on the Wiki Roulette wheel. It is a page. It is a page. Oh my god. Oh my god, yes. Oh, incredible. Hold on. I'll load it. I'll load it. We'll check this out together. We'll discover this as a family. Okay. I gotta try it. I gotta try it. I gotta try it, guys. I gotta try it. A blobber, lotter, spanner, boulder, grizzy, quizzy, masher lupus. A blobber, lotter, spanner, boulder, grizzy, quizzy, masher lupus. Okay, cool. I got it. A blobber, lobber, spanner, lotter, grizzy, quizzy, smasher lupus was considered the most dangerous alien in the universe. One blobber, lotter, spanner, bowler, grizzy, quizzy, masher lupus was described by patients as an orange slimy blob creature with massive eyes that only liked to eat only old pants and old socks. They were only considered dangerous shortly after eating, at which point they could explode goo. According to Cam, there was a risk of one eating Doctor, patients, and E-I-E-I-O. Oh my god! Oh! I fucking hate you! I hate you all! When Doctor returned from his holiday and opened his suitcase, he discovered a blobber, lotter, spanner, boulder, grizzy, quizzy, mashup lupus, which was identified as such by both E-I-E-I-O and Cam and Tyler from 1 Zoo 3. Behind the scenes, the creature's name includes the term mashup, seemingly a reference to Saturday mashup, which Doctor Who is a part of. Doctor is a part of. I think you're the only one working on Doctor covering. You know, you don't have to. No one's forcing you to cover this. You can step away. Okay, let's go back to the wheel. Oh, that was quite good though. But the lore, I can't answer that. Only you can answer that. All right, let's spin the wheel. Yeah, baby. The planet that slept. It's a comic story, apparently. That's rather interesting, isn't it? Let's find out. Should I open it or should I keep it sealed? Is that a song? Did you have musics there? Is that a song? I don't know. I don't know songs. I know TardisWiki Wiki Roulette, only here on Something Blue Audio. The only place where you can find TardisWiki Wiki Roulette, the Answer Doctor adventures, and write a Doctor Who from scratch. And if anyone takes those ideas, I'll fucking kill them! Subscribe! Like and subscribe. Leave a comment if you so wish. Okay, let's this page. What is this page? This is the realm of the Solnoid. Your lyric references to a random YouTube Shorts channel that has Pokemon card openings. Oh, okay. Oh. The Planet That Slept was a Doctor Who Adventures comic strip published in 2012. That is kind of creepy. I like that. I like this a lot. It's cool. The Doctor, Amy Pond, and Rory Williams arrive on Saturday afternoon on an alien planet and find it asleep. Stepping out of the Tardis, the Doctor is suddenly affected. When Amy falls down asleep as well, Rory manages to carry her back inside the TARDIS like he's been carrying this TARDIS team since Series 5. Underneath the city, the Somnoid has the world in its power and has been feeding on the subconscious brain activity, detecting wakey force. The Somnoid captures the sleeping Doctor, who appears inside the TARDIS as part of Rory's dream, and warns Amy and Rory about the controlling creature. But the Doctor wasn't really asleep. When he detected a psychic presence, he went into a deliberate trance. Knowing Amy and Rory were safe, he suddenly wakes up in the Somnoid's grasp, shocks it, and interrupting its feeding frenzy, releases the planet from its controlling hold. Unable to feed, the Somnoid reverts to its natural size and shape, that of a small, harmless squid-like creature. With it safely contained, the Doctor later rehouses the Somnoid pest on another planet. Characters: 11th Doctor, Amy Pond, Rory Williams. World building to be added. Notes: there is another story where the enemy is left in a reduced size and given a lift to a new home and out of trouble. This is another story. A publication with page count and closing captions. 4 pages. Don't miss another new adventure this time. Rory Williams' first hope when arriving on the sleeping planet was hope that it wasn't because of psychic pollen. Yeah, this is probably one of those DWA comics where it actually adapted from an unused pitch for a story for a different Doctor Who range. Oh, I see. It is a disturbing image, right? Like, look at that. Hang on, let's... Oh, there we go. Hello. Hello, big boy. How you doing? Is that the Doctor? He's wearing a bow tie. Oh my god, is that the Doctor? Is that Matt Smith? Pretty bad. Pretty bad, guys. Crispy 11. Crispy 11, that's good. It's not really explained in the story. But it's him. Okay. Well, that's pretty cool. It's still not the most nightmarish I've seen 11 look in a comic. That has to go to Assimilation Squared. My god. Watch my video about it. If you're wondering what I mean. Let's take a look at the wheel.
Yeah, baby.
Let's do that. Let's do that, eh? Yay! Makes the Doctor into a crispy skeleton and refuses to elaborate. Yippee! Yay! Blasphemy! Blinding noises. Foul heretic, you shall never win. Oh. Blasphemy was the show of contempt or mockery for an exalted ideal. Achilles called Hector's mockery of the Greek gods blasphemy. He made the same charge against Odysseus for his mocking of the first Doctor, whom he believed to be Zeus. The Censorites regarded the Doctor's talk of killing the Zilgans, which they worshipped, as blasphemy. Jesus, the monsters from Earth. Leela was banished from the Sever team for blaspheming against Zoanon, claiming that he did not exist. The Dalek Emperor in the Last Great Time War accused Rassilon of blasphemy when he likened the Time Lords to gods. This came to the amusement of Rassilon, who rhetorically asked, how could a deity blaspheme? Later, both the Emperor and the Daleks he had created from the game station participants considered the idea that their human origin made them half-human to be blasphemous. The Doctor was taken aback that they had such a concept. Why are you referencing Warhammer 40k? That's what I want to know. Why is that happening? Why are we going down that road? I don't know anything about Warhammer. I know that there's a lot of people with guns, and everyone looks a bit like a giant cardboard box. That's what I know about Warhammer. Other than that, literally, fuck all. Nothing. Rassilon having a gold complex. Pff, I know, right? Can you imagine? Let's spin the wheel again.
Yeah, baby.
40k is fun for just the memes. Okay. Why the fuck do you people do this shit to me? Why? I know what this is. And there better not be fucking pictures. I'm telling you. What the fuck? Why does this have a TardisWiki Wiki page? Like, why? Okay. Alright, we're going to look up foot binding on the TardisWiki Wiki Roulette, I suppose. Foot binding was a tradition practiced in China in 1900. Li Huiying's father ignored the tradition of binding the feet of his daughter. Good on him. Good on him. He made the right call. Now we can get off this page. My God. Alright, let's let's go again. I've never been on it, but the concept. I know, it's horrifying, right? Like, the things they used to do to women. Things they still do to women aren't much better, but, like, my God. Warring States is a faction paradox novel set in period China, you see. Oh, okay. Okay. Let's see. I've always wanted to see a Doctor Who story set in the Three Kingdoms era of China. I always thought that would be pretty interesting. Anyway, let's spin the wheel.
Yeah, baby.
Yay! I have no idea what this fucking is, but let's go! I don't know. I don't know what that is. Find out, I guess. Whoa! Shit, forgot to translate this one. Rabbit. Oh! Rabbit. Is it supposed to be rabbit? Okay. I'll put rabbit on it. Here we go. A rabbit, colloquially a bunny, was a small earth mammal. On Earth, rabbits were so prized for their meat that they could inspire poaching. This certainly happened in England around the time of the Great Fire of London. Centuries later, Ernie Clements, the poacher who worked the grounds for Marcus Scarman's house, caught a rabbit shortly after, spotting a robot mummy removing itself from one of his traps. Did you know that if you eat nothing but like rabbit meat in your diet, you will die? Not because it's poisonous, but because to eat rabbit meat, you actually like use more moisture than you get from the meat. So eventually you just like flop, basically. And I think that's really interesting. You probably shouldn't, I mean, eat rabbit in general, just because like, look at them. It is delicious though. Anyway, rabbits were also kept as pets. The Fifth Doctor, Nissa and Tegan Yavanka once met a boy named Riffross who had lost his pet rabbit. The Doctor used his celery stick to lure the animal back to his master. As a child, Yasmin Khan begged his parents for a pet rabbit, but was given a stuffed rabbit instead, as her father Hakeem was allergic to animal fur. Charlotte Pollard also had a pet fat rabbit called Mopsy. Susan Foreman cooked rabbit when heading to the Dalek mine, Dalek mine in Bedfordshire. Carl Tyler ate some. Magicians used to pull rabbits out of hats. In 1923, the magician Miraclo attempted this feat, believing it would make him famous. He was unaware that he had been manipulated by the rabbit-like Lepus warrior. Like Knight of the Lepus. Who had been turned the hat into a warp gate, which would allow him to cross into his dimension in an attempted invasion. Do you guys know about Knight of the Lepus, by the way? You guys, I don't know if it's Lepus or Lepus. Do you know about the rabbit movie? Do you know about the rabbit horror movie from like the 70s? Does anyone know what I'm talking about, or am I like going insane right now? So there's this movie from the 70s. We're doing a classic Ryan tangent. But this movie from the 70s, and the idea was that it was a horror movie about giant genetically modified rabbits. Okay? Now, aside from the fact that that's already an uphill struggle, because the very idea of your movie monster being rabbits is like ridiculous. Okay? The way they decided to film these, because at the end of the day, like, if you execute something properly, you can make any idea good. But yeah, Lepus is just, so Lepus Warriors probably isn't a direct reference. It probably isn't. But the point I was making is that if you have, whatever you do, if you do the execution right, you can do it. In this movie, they chose to execute the idea of these giant monstrous rabbits by just having real rabbits run around in a miniature town. And it is the most adorable thing you've ever seen in your life. It's wonderful, but for completely the wrong reasons. Anyway, also McCoy from Star Trek is in it, which is pretty cool. DeForest Kelly is in it too, which is also a fun fact. It is indeed Wabbit season, Craig. I wonder if Aardman had it in mind when they made Curse of the Were-Rabbit to any degree. I think to a degree, because of just the fact that a rabbit is a ridiculous thing to base a monstrous creature on. Because it's a big cute thing with big floppy ears. Like, it inherently looks adorable, no matter like how hard you try. I think it might have something to do with that. It's Duck Rabbit season. The feared Duck Rabbit. I hear they can break your arm. In medieval times, the term coney was also used. In 1400, after the bird failed to catch anything while hawking, Sir Robert de Wensley told his hawk there would be no coney for your supper. In 1562, the 10th Doctor came across a rabbit in England and, believing it to be a Zygon in disguise, gave it an intimidating speech, only to realise that it was just an ordinary rabbit, amending it to a general warning. Constance Clark's great-uncle Jasper spent much of his time at his expensive manor house in the country taking potshots at rabbits. As slang, the 4th Doctor once asked K9 if he wanted to chase some rabbits. Adric had to explain to him that this meant they were going somewhere. Rabbits was a favourite interjection of Tegan Yavanka, usually used when she was frustrated or disappointed. TV Legopolis. Rose, Graham Dilly saves the world. Fuck. Those are the sources that I think of. The 11th Doctor once used the word in a similar way. That's cute. He also used it to describe how humans kept multiplying and spreading around the universe in reference to the animal's well-known high birth rate, claiming that she could save the universe from the final flux event. The 13th Doctor told the Vision's Ood that she was very good at pulling rabbits out of hats. When the Ood stated that he had neither rabbits nor hats, the Doctor explained that it was a metaphor. A metaphor what, though? Why doesn't the TARDIS Wiki have an answer for that? Rabbit-like creatures lived on the meteorite M5. According to the 3rd Doctor, a giant rabbit was a delegate at the 3rd Intergalactic Peace Conference. The 8th Doctor and Kariz once encountered some rather large rabbits on Kedroya. At the time, the Doctor told Kariz that there were rabbits on Gallifrey. I love the fact that he's called Kariz, but he has no charisma whatsoever. Like the Doctor didn't even like care that he died. Oh, spoiler alert for like 20-year-old audios, but yeah, like, my god. Sorry if there are any Kariz fans out there. But the one who should really be apologizing is him. The toy rabbits were held by Time Lord children during the fall of Arcadia. On Dagomir, giant rabbits were known to dig large tunnels. My day is ruined. Oh no, I'm sorry. The 11th Doctor recalls a saying, let the Time Lord see the rabbit. On Mechanistria, the first Doctor watched a approaching Rucker. Like a hypnotized rabbit catches the approach of the cobra. The 12th Doctor once compared Santa Claus to the Easter Bunny. I feel like of all the Doctors, I'm the most like the first Doctor because I constantly fuck up my lines too. Right, let's let's look at the Wheel of Names, shall we? The Spiel of Names, and pick another one. I'm putting Kariz on the wheel as a motion of peace to you, Najawin, for ruining your day. Think you missed my messages? I probably did. See above, comma, another reload would be much appreciated. Oh, you want me to do it again? Okay. I'm doing it. Where is the new thing? A young Gallifreyan child held a stuffed rabbit toy during the fall of Arcadia. Literally don't care about Chris. I think that right there was the most anyone's ever cared about. And that was just you doing a bit, so... Yes, Riz. Yes, Riz, that is true. Kariz is not the Rizzler. That is very true. That is a fact. It is a thing that we can't deny. Spin!
Yeah, baby.
Whose fault is this? Which writer is responsible for this name? That's what I want. What I want to know. Okay, I'll look at the wiki article for Rabbit real quick, and we'll find the edit real quick. I'm reloading. Violet McMuffin. All right, let's see. I'm not seeing it. Yeah, I'm not seeing a new thing, and I'm not going to read through the entire arc. Oh, ha ha ha! Okay, I see it. I see it. There we go. You're lucky. You're lucky. You're lucky. Bugs Bunny was a rabbit who was once chased by Yosemite Sam. By some account, by one account, he was a cartoon character. There. All right, good. I'm glad that you're happy. I'm happy that you're glad. Let's spin the wheel again. Yeah, no, Violet MacGuffin. I need to look up Violet MacGuffin. Actually, that's very true. Violet MacGuffin. Violet McGuffey. No. Whose fault is this? Who caused this? Oh my god! Oh. Violet MacGuffin was a substitute for Rose Tyler in a hypothetical version of history where Rose had saved the life of her father. In a hypothetical version of history where Rose Tyler successfully saved the life of her father in 1987, the changes were substantial enough to the timeline that time created substitutions. Violet MacGuffin took Rose Tyler's place, moving into the Powell estate with her family after the Tylers moved out, following Pete Tyler's newfound success. Violet eventually dated Mickey Smith, got a job at Hemricks, and began traveling with the Ninth Doctor after defeating the Nesting Consciousness. In further hypothetical situation, the timeline would return to Earth to its regular course of history, perhaps centuries after the Violet and the Doctor travelled to Victoria and Cardiff and defeated the Gelf, and 2006 and defeated the Slovene and convinced Caroline and Mickey she was alright. Violet was brash and opinionated. Violet MacGuffin is evidently named in reference to the literary trope known as the MacGuffin. Like her namesake, Violet serves a role in the suggestions to the players in the Adventures in Time and Space, the role-playing game, and how to handle repercussions of changing history without being truly distinctive onto herself. Companions of the Ninth Doctor. What the fuck? How has he had so many companions? What the fuck? Why? About being truly distinctive on. Imagine someone saying that about you, but like you was a real person. My god, I think I would melt. Doyle, Callan, Lennox, Audrey, Mo. Why has he had so many fucking companions though? In the fucking TV, the first episode of fucking Doctor Who 2005, they make it very clear that he just fucking regenerated. What the hell is this? What am I just supposed to ignore that? Oh, it's canon unless the TV shows otherwise, unless we say otherwise. Like, what the hell is this? This actually makes me angry. Like, am I right or am I insane, Aristide? What are you saying? Davis insists that he didn't intend for that to be the implication. Do you see how it doesn't make sense though, right? You see how none of this makes sense. And to be honest, if the Ninth Doctor has like 30 companions before Rose, then his arc on TV does not make sense and he is just being a whiny bitch boy. Like, straight up. He is just trauma dumping on a 19-year-old after having like other companions. If that's the case. Like, this is ruinous. This is fucking awful. I don't care if he said that for years. You know what? He's wrong. I'd never say this about an author and their stories, but you're fucking wrong, Russell. Like, that doesn't make sense. It can't make sense. So he winds up with a bunch of kind of companions, but Rose is the first real long-time companion he lets in. So you're saying that he has these companions as a sort of cowardly, sludgy kind of holding pattern, just like the actual idea of Nine having companions beforehand. Yeah, no, I like the fan theory that the ears comment is referring to a haircut. Well, like, just beforehand, he looked like Christopher Eccleston did in that John Lennon biopic. That's good. I like that. That's funny. But yeah, no, it fucks up his whole character for it not to be the case. For him not to be, like, fresh. Look, Big Finish had Christopher Eccleston, but not Billy Piper. They had to do something. I'm sympathetic to the necessity. No! No! Get an impersonator! For God's sake. And Chris Eccleston made it abundantly clear that he needs the fucking money, okay? He can't afford to say no that much. Should have just got a Billy Piper impersonator. I like to imagine the audios as more of an unbound. Because you have to! That's you doing the work on the writer's behalf. And you shouldn't have to do that. You shouldn't have to do that. Like, you shouldn't have to do a fucking fuck ton of mental gymnastics just to be able to enjoy it. Like, no, it was just a poor writing decision. Just like people who like fucking cope and say that Missy is after the Dewan Master because it's the only way that the Dewan Master makes any sense whatsoever. It's the same as that. This is type 9's timeline post Day of the Doctor. That's actually quite a sweet sentiment. I like that. Although some of the companions in the template are supposed to be gaps within series 1, that is way more acceptable, makes way more sense. I'm completely okay with the idea of him just having another companion on the side. In fact, that's really funny to me. I'm okay with that. Because at least then that doesn't undercut the arc he has with, like, Rose. Series 1B. Oh, yeah. It should be Series 1A, Series 1A.5. Cheating on the 19-year-old. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of disgusting, and it's kind of weird that we were all just like, yeah. I've always found it weird. I've always found the Doctor and Rose like a weird thing. I think I talked about that in my, like, tier list thing. It's very creepy. It's very creepy. Maybe, yeah, maybe Rose was unconscious for months. Yeah, the Doctor just had Rose, like, unconscious an unconscious kid on there while he was off going around with, like, other people. What if 9 is a serial cheater? Oh my god. Mine is just Polly. So, like, if he's Polly, that implies that Rose knows about all the other companions, though, and is, like, fine with it. And I'm fine with that. But I also, like, does Rose strike you as the kind of person that's okay with sharing? That would be my question there to you guys, and that's why I don't think that adds up. I thought an audio said he was Ace. No, he's the Doctor. Ace is played by Sophie Aldred. You can be Ace and Polly, of course you can. Alright, let's spin the wheel.
Yeah, baby.
Did I forget to take Violet MacGuffin off? Oh no! Let's see. Rose forgets the other companions of the 9th Doctor. What if Rose thinks that the other companions of the 9th Doctor are just like the staff? It's like that. She don't even know their names. Isn't polyamory inherently romantic? Yeah, I mean it would be. It's weird for them to say he's a romantic if he's like poly and such. I mean, the amorous part come in then. I don't understand that. I accept it, but I don't understand it. I would need that to be explained, and I'm curious as to how that. The woman, the end of time. Insofar as a queer platonic partner is a kind of partner, someone having. Oh, okay, that's a friend, isn't it? It's just describing a friend. Theory 9th Doctor is having an affair. I don't know. I'm probably just ignorant. That's fine. PPP is right deeper than run-of-the-mill friendship. Often people you choose to live with. Oh, okay. It's interesting. Alright, let's have a look. The end of time. The woman, the end of time. The woman was a Time Lord active on Gallifrey during the end of the last Great Time War. She appeared to Wilfred Mott on several occasions before and after the resurrection of the Saxon Master. At the age of 8, the woman was taken from her family for the selection process in the Drylands, staring into the untempered schism as part of a Time Lord initiation rite. The woman was inspired by what she saw in the schism. Both the Master and the Doctor knew the identity of the woman. She was potentially the Doctor's mother, former President Romana, the Rani, or the White Guardian. During the final phases of the last Great Time War, when the Doctor had returned against the Time Lords, the woman opposed Lord President Rassilon's plan to destroy time itself, along with the Patriarch of the House of Stillhaven. Rassilon condemned her and the Patriarch to stand behind him in the Panopticon and cover their faces and put monuments to their shame, like the Weeping Angels of old, and had her name erased from time as further punishment. When Rassilon and his retinue came to Earth via the Immortality Gate on Boxing Day 2009, the 10th Doctor's gaze fell on the woman, and she briefly uncovered her face and looked at him, shedding a single tear and glancing toward the White Point Star. The Doctor then shot the diamond, severing the link in Rassilon's plan to return to reality, sending her and the other Time Lords back into the Time Lock of Gallifrey. As the enraged Rassilon turned to kill the Doctor, she returned to her weeping position just before the Doctor was saved by the Saxon Master. "2,000-year-old 12 plus 27-year-old Clara, are you a sweet 900-year-old 9 plus 19-year-old Rose? Hello, human Yeah, because you know what? A human brain is fully developed at 25. So yeah, that is actually fine. One of those is fully making informed adult decisions about being with a partner who's older than them, consequences of that. The other one is 19 years old. There is a huge difference between those two things. 900. The fuck yeah, that is also a point, that the 9th Doctor is closer to 3,000. Like, he is lying about his age, which does add a certain layer to this. There's no study that says that. That's just pop science. Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. I don't have a particular interest in that. The I do not care what early knew who said. Yeah, the age 25 figure. I didn't know that. Or like, I mean, one of them is clearly an adult, and one of them is clearly like a not quite kid. Like, there's clearly a difference between them. I don't know. Have we done the Doctor's age? We should do the Doctor's age. It was not 900. I think the only time the Doctor has ever been honest about their age is in the 3rd Doctor era, when he gets mad at a dude and he says, "I am a scientist, one of several thousand years experience," and then he just stops himself because he said that out of anger because his pride was insulted. And every other time he says it, he's being like smug. That was the only time he said it where he wasn't in like some kind of control of the situation. So I think that's the one time he was honest about his age. I think the 1st Doctor is thousands of years old. Have we done the Doctor's age? Yes. We'll do that. Also, 14 saying he was a billion probably was truthful. He's 4 billion. Alright, like he's 4 billion. Or like 4.8 or something. He's older than a billion. Even a billion is like lowballing. Bob says he's billions of years old at this, but 3rd Doctor, why I honor? What plot twist is that Jackie was actually right when she asked him if he was 45? Oh dear. But yeah, I don't know, it's weird. Alright, the woman was first seen by Wilf in a church where she was told him that the church had been a convent that was attacked by a demon from the skies in the 1300s and was saved by a sainted physician. She directed Wilfred's attention to a stained glass window that contained an image of the Doctor's TARDIS. After suggesting that the physician would appear again, she vanished. She next appeared to Wilfred on Christmas Day, appearing on television during the Queen's Christmas speech. Only Wilf could see her. The woman told Wilf that he needed to take up arms and that the 10th Doctor's life could still be saved. Before vanishing again, she warned Wilf not to tell the Doctor anything she had said to him. The Doctor's age is... Well, we'll discover it when we land on it on the wheel. She once more appeared to Wilf on the Vinvoce spaceship. She told him that this was the Doctor's final battle and he had to take up arms. He asked her who she was, but she replied that she was lost and vanished once more. At Donna Noble and Sean Temple's wedding sometime later, which the Doctor observed from a distance, Wilfred asked him who the woman was. The Doctor chose not to reply. Right, let's look at it. Here, the behind the scenes stuff, because this is where the really juicy shit is. In the final script, the identity of the woman is not revealed. In a March 2009 email reprinted in Doctor Who The Writer's Tale, the final chapter, on pages 622 to 623, Russell T Davies states that he created the character as the Doctor's mother, and that this is what actress Claire Bloom was told when she was cast. During filming, newspapers, the Daily Mail and the Daily Telegraph announced that Claire Bloom would be portraying the Doctor's mother. Also, in the Writer's Tale, the final chapter, Davis describes the Time War as being so dark, so obscene that the dead were walking, called back to life to fight this terrible fight. From his perspective, this justification explained the presence of the Doctor's mother, as well as the rest of the direct. This is just nonsense! This is just like fucking brain in a frying pan bullshit. What is this? Has Russell always been this crazy? It's weird because, like, if you look at the actual stories and tropes that Russell, like, brought to the table in Doctor Who, aside from, like, the Buffy the Vampire shit, it's all very standard American action adventure tropes. Like, he made the Doctor a romantic male lead. Like, he fucking added loads of fucking action sequences. He added, like, the season plot arcs from Buffy the Vampire Slayer. He fucking will go on about guns, but also have lots of guns. And you can tell that a character has completed their character arc and become the best version of themselves, paradoxically, by them starting to carry around a big fucking gun. Was he always just cooked and we just didn't notice because of dopamine? Is that what happened? I'm asking genuinely. Like, is that what happened? The 10th Doctor sourcebook puts forward the White Guardian as a potential candidate for the woman's identity. Honestly, I think so. Like, the older I get, like, the only part of New Who that holds up for me is the Moffat era. And the rest of it, like, I don't know. Because I feel like the Russell era, like, it's good, it's serviceable, but it's also, like, heavily flawed, and it's not what I want Doctor Who to be at all. I think that the Stephen Moffat era, for all of its faults, is, like, very ambitious and, like, genuinely clever. And I think that he gets a lot too much flack for being horny. People fuck. I don't know. Some people, I think, need to learn that that's a thing that people do. And the Chris Chibnall era is just, like, a bunch of fucking vanilla, basically. The most interesting parts of the Chris Chibnall era is when it suddenly becomes a bit right-wing for some reason. 11th Doctor era is utterly confusing. No, it's good. It's good. Not as good as the 12th Doctor era, but it's good. That's insulting to vanilla and actually interesting compared to the Chibnall era. Yes. Oh dear. Oh dear. It's vanilla with touches of raisins. And some mayonnaise. I think we've talked before about how funny it is that, like, the response to, like, the response to like Chris Chibnall just randomly having bits in his episodes that are like really right wing. And just no, he just doesn't understand politics. Like, it's not his fault that he put this stuff in the show. He's just a fucking idiot. By the way, I love his era. Oh dear. And I mean, now I don't know if it's better because now we got a fucking 60-year-old running the show. The show that's always thrived on fresh, bold, new ideas. And now we have a boomer in charge. As good as his season was, I did rank season 14 A tier, but once again fundamentally disagree with a lot of the choices being made for it. I feel like I don't like that the new incarnation of Doctor Who. I don't like that its identity seems to be, yes, we are a shit space panto. Let's fully embrace being a shit space panto. Hey, at least we're not boring. That fully seems to be it, and like I don't know. I'm not here for it. It's not like the Moffat era was super radically left-wing. It wasn't. It was like just liberal. It was just sensible liberalism with a little bit of spicy anti-capitalism thrown in occasionally. Like, and yet that's still the most progressive the show was, like, in terms of New Who. Chibnall was just incompetent. No, I would say that Moffat handled a lot of the political messaging in his stuff, like, fairly well. I think that he said what he believed and he put it forward in a way that was easy to understand. Chris Chibnall is either secretly a Tory or he's completely incoherent politically. Should not have been chosen to run a series of Doctor Who that they fucking bragged about it being the most, like, politically adventurous. Like, yeah, it's just super incompetent. Or the other thing, which is entirely possible. Who knows? But like, I will point out that we know for a fact that the dude fucking loves cops. We know that for a fact. Who is better, Moffat or Chibnall? Let's put it down to a vote. Hang on, let's do a poll. Chib or Moff? Chib. Moff. Here you go. Start a poll. I mean, I think that the 11th Doctor era is like better than a lot of the stuff that came before it in terms of New Who, and I think that the 12th Doctor era is a fucking masterpiece. So obviously, I'm gonna say Moff. It's my like third favorite. It's my third favorite person to run the show, I would say. Overall. Now they'll see the real you and lock the spiders in a room to die slowly. It was certainly politically adventurous. I think it's funny when defenders of that go like, oh, we're so tired of hearing about the Nazi scene. And it's like, yeah, but like that was a thing that happened. Like, you kind of have to justify it. Like, I'm sorry that you would prefer that we pretend that the 13th Doctor didn't do that. But like, they did. Can't just pretend it. It didn't happen. Especially when literally the season, like the Doctor before that was like punching out racists and talking about how capitalism is a mistake. Like to lurch that far to the right is like insane. The system is not the problem. I think it's interesting how it started with the system that is not the problem, and like lock the spiders in a room to die slowly. Okay. And then by the end of the season, like in season 2 we had the Nazi moment, and then in like in the flux or the specials or whatever, there was displaced creatures are coming to your planet, you know, because their homes have been destroyed. Yeah, the real monster of the flux was refugees. They did that. So it's almost like it got more like right wing like as it got along. And I mean, you know, that the Madame Jing, the pirate lady that they decided to like gas up, aside from the fact that this woman's like history, you look at that and what Chibnall like really connected with was, oh, this person was a mother. She also like fucked her sons as well and kept slaves, and that was our like guest hero for Legend of the Sea Devils. So honestly, the show gets like more conservative as it goes on in the Whittaker era. If I have to justify Kill the Moon every year for... Yeah, I know, they don't get to fucking have a go at Kill the Moon and then be like, you know, about the fucking Nazi scene. Yeah, we can go back to the moon. I'm sorry. It just annoys me. It annoys me that Doctor Who turned into a show I couldn't enjoy for a while. And then people turn around and go, oh, but it's woke though.
Yeah, baby.
This one's gonna be fun. Wait, what? The Doctor literally calls the Dalek in Resolution a refuge. I did not know that. Oh my god. It's terrible, man. So terrible. Two genders, male and woke. Right, QI. Let's see what QI is. Doctor Who is literally not even woke at all. Like I know you're a refugee from the planet Skaro. Fucking goddamn it. Oh, this is... Oh, yeah. Okay. Cool. This one's just for me. Chi, also known as Ki, was energy linked into every cell of all human beings, but witch bloods have more of this energy than... Oh, that's interesting. Compassion needed this energy in order to survive, which led to her manipulation of Cousin Octavia and Li Hu Ying in an attempt to continuously drain their ki, and then subsequently to the creation of the City of the Saved. In addition, ki had other properties, such as with proper training, anyone could infuse their strikes to add significant force, or how lines of ki flowing throughout the land could disrupt faction models of transportation. Hold on, are you saying that ki attacks are like real in the Doctor Who universe? That's cool. Thank you, Wheel.
Yeah, baby.
Skaro gang. Doctor Twilight Zone. I would just like to say real quick, Craig, Doctor Who is literally not even woke at all. The thing is, though, I know inherently, like, it can't help itself from sometimes being, like, a little bit state propaganda-y and sometimes a little bit falling too far into the trappings of colonialism. However, it fucking tries most of the time. And sometimes it gets it right. And I do think that should be applauded, especially because of the situation that it's in. And I also think that the contrast is insane when it isn't like that. Anyway. And yeah, it's like you can't actually be objective, but you should always try to be. It should always keep trying. That's my actual position on it, I guess. Anyway, let's go. I would like to see an episode that's just the Doctor reading Das Kapital, though. That would be pretty sick. Not gonna lie. Holy shit, we're entering the 5th dimension. Some robot from the Twilight Zone was how Jessica Willamy described a Cyberman on her first encounter with the Metallics. Ironic, because there's like hardly any robots in the Twilight Zone. With the metallic species in San Francisco in January 1976. He then added that unlike the robots of the Twilight Zone, this one made her scared. Jesus. After finding that Susan Foreman and her grandfather, the first Doctor, were not from Earth in April 1963, John Brent could not help but make a comparison numerous times to the Twilight Zone, which was evidently popular in the 1960s. Yes, it was. When the memory offered Perry Brown her only chance of survival from drowning, becoming its god, she described her way out as clear as the signpost for the Twilight Zone, always so helpfully pointed out by Rod Serling, less invited. After Dwight Everson was taken for fuel by the Hervoken, Mr. Pirelli jokingly suggested that he may have been kidnapped by a pterodactyl native to the titular zone. The Twilight Zone's pilot episode was produced as the Westinghouse Daily U Playhouse episode The Time Element. Gene Marsh played the android Alicia in the Twilight Zone episode Season 1 Season 1 The Lonely. Harold Innocent played a board member in the Season 2 episode The Obsolete Man. Terrence DiMani played a gambler in the Season 3 episode The Traded. Yeah, I know, lots of people were in Doctor Who. Rob Shearman cited as that work as an influence. Yes. Yes, that is true. That is all true. Speaking of woke, one bit I really like in the Twilight Zone is when they do this one story and Rod Serling comes on and is like, so we've been getting some criticism from our female viewers that we don't have enough stories with strong women. So we'd like to present this little piece to you. And it's just a story of this woman getting horribly victimized on the highway by like some supernatural force that might not even exist. She might just be hysterical, you know, because women, unbelievable. And like, you know, it was the 50s. They tried, didn't they? I guess. I don't know. That's always like blown my mind though. I love the Twilight Zone. It's great. Really, if you're a sci-fi writer, if you like have aspirations to be like a writer, you need to watch all of the Twilight Zone because it's basically like the foundational script for how to like write science fiction for almost any medium, I would say. Rod versus women. Rod on women. Let's spin the wheel again. Yellow wallpaper ass story. Oh dear. Alright, let's spin the wheel.
Yeah, baby.
Fucking yellow wallpaper. Oh, perfect. Perfecto. This is a perfect one to close things out on, I think. Let me find it. BBV Autons. Find that first. Oh no, I can't find it. Not a real page? Okay, I'll just spin the wheel again, that's fine. Watch out! It's an Auton! Troy Handsome. How does this have a page? How does the 11th Doctor making like a one-off thing have a page? What insanity is going to be on here? Find out. In 2010, when confronting the autopilot of 79B Aikman Road, the 11th Doctor adopted the alias of Captain Troy Handsome of International Rescue. Troy Handsome is not a real character from Thunderbirds. His full name may be based on Captain Troy Tempest, one of the main characters of Stingray, the Super Marionation series immediately preceding Thunderbirds. Super Marionation sounds like a way to prepare meat. No way his parents' last name was Handsome. stranger things have happened. I don't know. So yeah, I guess that was the last page. I wasn't expecting it to be so slim. Thursday, what do you guys want to do on Thursday? Think about it. And let me know in the Discord, and I'll see what I can do. I'm going to try and do a stream on Thursday, so keep me updated. Tomorrow, a stream edit is coming out. The stream edit of the tier list that we made is coming out tomorrow. Moffat wins with 8 out of 8 votes. Oh my god! Well, I guess that's my audience. That makes a lot of sense. Okay. Doctor Who from scratch? Okay. We want to do a Doctor Who from scratch. Doctor Who from scratch, yay or nay? Write a couple comments and then I'll pop off for the evening. But yeah, no, that was a good show. Yay! Do a Doctor Who from scratch. I haven't done one for a while. Let's do a Doctor Who from scratch. All right, I'll catch you all later, and until then, bye.